Here's senior catcher Bo Willis ahead of the final Southland Conference series of the year for Northwestern State. Also senior day this weekend. And Bo, for you, it's kind of weird. You got a couple of series left, but you're going to celebrate senior day in the middle of this last home Southland series. What have the last 3 years meant to you?
They've meant a lot of personal growth on and off the field. You know, I've seen a lot of guys other than myself grow, and I feel like I've had opportunities here, and I've been able to, explore my own strengths and weaknesses and learn how to capitalize on each one and get better in some areas that I need to. And I think the best part is I think I can pass that on to next generation ball players because of my time here and the experience I've had.
Do you feel you're kind of in a different situation with you and James Starnes have been here for almost as long as anybody as far as a player, but do you feel like you've been able to pass that along to some of the younger catchers this year alone?
Mm-hmm. I hope so. That's one of my bigger goals of this season was to establish some kind of mentor-student relationship with the younger catchers and kind of guide them on their way and on their own journeys of being a ball player and turning them into young men of respectable caliber. And I feel that I just wanted to set a base for them if I wanted to come back next year and help coach them up still.
For you guys, you've watched the guy you'll catch on Sunday, Dawson Flowers, kind of take on some different roles. You've found some different spots where you've hit in the lineup, but working with a guy like Dawson for the last 3 years, you guys work pitchers and catchers as closely with any. How has that bond been strengthened with those guys, kind of Dawson in particular, but him and Chase Presswich, guys you've worked with for 3 years on a very daily basis?
It's been a unique relationship for sure. Since the beginning, we've grown a lot closer and a lot more comfortable, and we know what to expect out of each other, and it helps us push one another to newer heights, and it helps us on the diamond. And they've endured different roles, and through perseverance, they excel at them. Even though if it was a weakness of theirs at first, they found ways to overcome it off the field and find ways to perform once in between the lines.
This year's been a little different. First year head coach, a lot of new people. Do you guys feel as you kind of head into this last couple of weekends, you're trending in the right direction?
I feel so, yes. The last couple of weekends, we've really shown signs of growth and at the plate and on the mound for sure. We're playing more as a unit. We're connected more as a family than the beginning of the year. We were a young team and we kind of showed it on the field, but throughout the season we've had many lessons and we've learned many things about ourselves, and that just helps us get better and better with each game.
You're going to be the first team to finish your Southland schedule, but you hold basically your fate in your hands, and that feeling's got to be a lot better than sitting there and knowing you can finish what you need to this week instead of waiting next week to sit around and scoreboard watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a much more comfortable feeling. Hopefully it'll help us this weekend go out there and play a little more loosely, and we'll be in a lot more control of of our fate in the conference and where we stand. But I think it'll help us play a little more loose.
Bo, thanks for your time.
No problem.